All right. Well, here we're going to 7-win with the paid account because that's how that works. We'll take it. Solar Blaze. Let me update details here. We don't need to rare draft or worry about it at all on the paid account. We do what we want here. We're not concerned about the finances. But we're also not idiots, and if the gem value is obvious, we do that. I've not played with this before. Spark Harvest is the best monocolored pick in the pack. So not about rare drafting, just about power. Do you want to try Solar Blaze for the gold power level, or just start on Spark Harvest or Law Rune? Yeah, we could start Law Rune. I think I have started to not see white. But I don't know. That's because my sense of conventional wisdom is that white has fallen a bit, but I haven't necessarily noticed that. Yeah, like Back to the Cave is representing the common conventional wisdom. So yeah, let's take Spark Harvest. Domri's pretty good. Cruelty or pivot towards the good Planeswalker. Looks like there's some support for Cruelty and Domri. It's pretty sweet. I'm gonna take Domri.
Let's just fight.
We could pick up a Ceratok or a Grizzly to support Domri, or Bond to help find it, or Pledge even to go, multicolor Domri. There's that Law Rune. Looks like we could have a decent... Bots took a common over Domri. I don't know. Bots are weird. Bond is flexible, but it's a little bit of wheel spinning. You don't want to run too many of these, actually. And yeah, probably wheels. And Ceratok is better, but it's a 5. I tend to want to lean cheaper when presented with these options. But Grizzly might wheel as well. I'm going to go with my gut and take the cheaper card. Speaking of, we'll do that as well here. We could take Reaver and potentially be splashing Domri. I don't think a Turret Ogre is so much better than Reaver, or maybe Rob. I like the Domri pick, though, for funsies. I'm going to try Reaver here. I think Reaver's the pick. Triumph is probably the best card here, and we are looking towards splashing, but Snare Spinner is just fine, and so is Spark Reaver. Snare Spinner being more certain, so I think we just take the Snare Spinner. Back to the Cave wants to spec on the Jace, on being able to splash it. We probably will be able to splash it by the end of the game with green. I don't know, anybody else want the Jace? We got Back to the Cave wanting Jace, but I'm still looking at just the safe Snare Spinner. Croc has been decent as well, yeah. Yeah, it does make it a 2/3. Yeah, let's take Snare Spinner. I'm going to keep the low curve going. Here's another Bond, but I want creatures, creatures, creatures. So wrangle it up again. Another Grizz, or we can take an Iron Bully, but I want the on-color 2/3 over the 2/2. We don't need a third Grizzly. We can take Courage and Crisis here. If we end up with one of those Hexproofers, that's pretty good there. Yeah, let's take Courage and Crisis. Forced Landing, we'll probably main deck that. We could take Interplanar Beacon, and that helps with the Domri splash, but I don't really want to play it for one Planeswalker. We have Storm the Citadel, which could be okay, given we're trying to go creature heavy with Domri. And maybe this is kind of looking... Yeah, actually, you know, I'm going to try Storm the Citadel. This looks like we're headed towards the direction where this might actually be good. We're best of 1. It's not amazing, but if we're really focused on cheap creatures and leveraging Domri, and I think we can maybe play this. And it's also Vault Progress is a good point. Here's that Bond that came around. Forced Landing. Maybe we'll play that. I don't think we're playing this, but Vault Progress. Manland, New Horizons to help with that splash, band together for the removal. I think we wait on New Horizons and hope that we find that later. I would rather band together or Bloom Hulk here. What do you think's better, Bloom Hulk or band together? We are in kind of black or red, so we hope to find additional ways to remove stuff. That makes me want to lean Hulk here. Band together is pretty strong, Valhallas, but so is Bloom Hulk. I think that's fine. I think you're going to run that. This is the kind of card that gets over the colorless activation, especially if you're playing green. But we're going to go with Hulk here. Now we can Leyline Prowler. Death Sprout, now it's coming together. New Horizons to help the splash. I like that here. Tameo, you have seemed unplayable, but I can't remember what you say. I guess it's not unplayable. You return a card from your graveyard to your hand. You're not doing the +1 much unless you're scrying. It's not unplayable, it's just not good. I don't think Tameo is good, but she's not unplayable. Probably just want like a Conjurant. Or what else? If we're not Conjurant, we can take Sorin's Thirst. We don't actually have much removal yet. We've been talking about it, but... Yeah, BB is rough in this deck. That's what had me halting on that. I think we just take Conjurant. We have... now, Death Sprout is find a basic fixing, and New Horizons is fix anything. If we had like 2 New Horizons, I'd be all over the Triumph here. As it is, I'm a little hesitant. Or the Thunderdrake, even. But we can just stay on color, yeah, with Silverwing or Toll, and be okay. Toll, what does Toll get us? Yeah, I like Toll. I like Toll. It's probably better than the Wing here. Alright. Plaza. That'll help with other splashes and kind of solidify Domri. It's costly in the... You have to give up 2 mana on the turn you play it. But we'll take it. Bully, main deck Force Landing, Splash Dam Breaker. I guess we'll take Bully here. Another New Horizons over a Plaza. Opportunist, not bad. Neither are exciting, you're right about that. We're only in pack 2 though, and we almost have a playable deck, so that feels good. I'm going to take Vault Progress because I don't think we're starting any of those other 3. And I could see playing a Skulker, but nah, it's not going to happen, whatever. Aid the Fallen, maybe. Vivian, get on our team, please. Wish we could get the Evolution Sage, but we're going to take Vivian.
Every fight makes me stronger.
We'll be splashing Tulsimir, friend to Going Optimal. The New Horizons, again, that could help the wheel, but I think actually Nurture is better here than the Horizons. Mowu, what's up, buddy? We could get Mowu, or we can band together. Oh, there's lots of good stuff here, really. I think we're, with 2 New Horizons and likely to wheel a 3rd if we want, we don't need to do that. All right, Mowu. Here's a Ceratok. We passed one earlier, and we can take one now, but we also have Spark Reaper and another Toll. We don't have a lot of 5s, though, so actually that makes me inclined to take the Ceratok here. Yeah, this seems like it's a better deck than the other one. And a 3rd Grizzly? Well, I'll take it. I'll take a 3rd Grizzly over Vault Progress to have that option. We're probably wheeling more New Horizons, so like this isn't a priority. Like, how many are we going to play? I think we get to play as many as we want, because I don't think we'd ever play more than 3, and I think we're going to wheel more. We have 1 Courage and Crisis. Are we playing multiples? Maybe they get better in multiples because you can start stacking them. And I'm okay with yeah, like I think you could justify Shriek Diver, Crawl, or Courage and Crisis. Courage plus Mowu is pretty good. That's true. How are we doing on overall creature count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not playing this. Probably not playing that. 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we got decent creature counts. You love the DT. What DT are you? What are we talking about? DT? You crazy kids and your TLAs. Death Touch. Gotcha. Thank you. Sorry, taking a long time in this one, but I think this is a pretty relevant pick. It is kind of like combo wombo combo or solid. I'm gonna go, let's go for the combo. Hey, late band together. Snap that up. And another spider. Crunchy crunch. And maybe Giant over... Well, this might be our last New Horizons chance, but we have Leyline Prowler and 1 Nurture. And we're going to play at least 1... So we're going to have like 5 sources of red. So yeah, let's take a giant. Another grizzly, really? I mean, we could just take a dam breaker at that point. I don't think we need fourth grizzly. Yeah, let's take the dam breaker. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. We might actually play the dam breaker. It's very easy for us to cast, and we wouldn't mind a little extra on the top end. Let's take a look at what we're working on cutting. Cut a lot of everything. We cut that. I don't like Aid the Fallen unless you have multiple. I guess we have 2 planeswalkers that we might want to get back. This is best of 1. Maybe 1 grizzly, an iron bully. Maybe we still end up cutting this. Probably end up cutting that. We just have too many good cards. Good problems. I don't want to cut 4s. Did I cut any? This with 3 Wranglers, I do want 4 drops. Really? I don't want to look at our. I want 2s though. Like I would cut an Opportunist before a Wrangler though. Yeah, we can. Maybe we can play the bully, but I don't. Not over a Wrangler. Does that mean we have to give up on Toll? I like Toll, but something's got to give here. Right, and I don't think we need the welfare win con. We have decent stuff. Maybe even cut a New Horizons. We need to cut 4 cards. Sorry, here, let me go to the deck building view. It's a little bit easier for you to see all this stuff. There. One, 4, 6. Cut a Wrangler. Are we happy with? Are we okay with effectively 5? That's 6. We'd play. I'd play Conjuring on 2 if it were doing the job we needed to do there. So we can look at it this way. I think I have to cut a Toll. And then where does that leave us? 16-9. We could cut another Grizzly. We just want to get 1 for kind of the end game. Yeah, we'll cut a Plaza maybe. Although Plaza helps with the dual nature of our splash. Like Death Sprout, are we going to play a Plains so that Death Sprout can go get it? Or are we just going to rely on 2 New Horizons and a Gateway Plaza? See, that's why I want to keep the Plaza. And I'm a big fan of the Reaver. Granted, we're not doing a ton with it, but we're going to proliferate a bunch, we hope. Leyline. What's the Leyline? Is it? Oh, Prowler. Yeah. Prowler does tap for anything. Very close here. We're very close. A single Courage. Tenno wants to cut a Courage. I'm inclined to agree with cutting a spell. I know Conjurant's not super duper amazing, but it's solid. And it scales very well with the game, and it has an amazing floor. I mean, it's got a floor of, well, at least you had a body, you know. Cut red wire. Cut that bully. You don't like bullies. You're not super wrong about thinking we could get away with 16 land, not because of the algorithm, but because of Leyline Prowler and 2 New Horizons. So you kind of joke, but that's not the worst idea. Do that. Death Sprout is a little rough on 6, but again, 1 New Horizons and we're there. Yeah, Domriads and Nurture. So I think we can do 16 here just based on all of the early fixing we have, or all the early mana sources we have. So let's call this... right, and we'd be fine fine being stuck there. Courageous Companion, because that's what we want to do. We want to courage this companion. So we're trying to call our shot here with that name. Print screen. All right, well, let's see if we fare better from the account where I don't care as much. I mean, it's Magic. I want to win every game I play, so. Thank you, Timnos. Looks like we can keep this. Need 1 land. I'll probably throw down a Conjurant here, especially if they do something. Well, they didn't do anything, so do we want a Conjurant? We got Courage and Crisis that'll proliferate it up. It might distract them. I'm going to do it. Looks like we got a lot of stuff to do coming up anyway. Obviously prowling. Wow. Hey, we know that guy. Can we... Now it's fight, not punch, right? Let's take a close look. Target creature you control fights. Target creature you don't control. And if we cast it for 3, we do get a Grizzly on plate as well. So let's do that. Well, yeah. Anyway, we can start with actually getting the Planeswalker out. Yeah, it seems worth it, doesn't it? We could just fight Mowu. I like it. Makes sense. Actually, we attack first, though. I'm fine with that result. I think that's good for us. Oof. You're done for, Domri. Oh, no, you're not. We're going to kill the Strix. Cool. Thought Domri was going to come up short. We get 2 mana left, though. This doesn't enter tapped or anything. Or I mean, it enters tapped, doesn't enter untapped. One. Oh, no, we do get it. We get Grizzly, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. We'll start with a Death Sprout, though. Mana math, always hard. And sure, we'll get the splash that we already have. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Could have. Doesn't really matter, but my instincts is always to get the splash mana.
What's that? Something smells rotten. Wait, that might be me.
Yeah, Death Sprout is instant, but they're playing blue. I just didn't want to... They were tapped out. Get them while they're tapped out. Okay. Might have to... Ooh, there's our combo. Hey, everybody, it's our combo. Let's do it. Well, wait, we can also do the fighting, now that I think about it. So let's start with the Mowu and Courage. I cast Sprout at sorcery speed because they were tapped out and showing blue cards. That's all. I don't know. Sometimes your heuristic, it's just the heuristic. My heuristic is they're tapped out and they've shown blue, so play your instant speeds kill spell at sorcery speed. That's my heuristic, and I didn't stop to just see if that was a place where it would be relevant. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. It doesn't matter though. We're gonna still tap the Prowler for the green anyway. And then we'll fight. I want to fight the menace dude so that Domri stays well protected here. All right, that worked out. See, Arena, is justice so hard? I don't know why Arena finds justice to be so difficult so often. Oppo thinks they are, at least. What was our P1, wasn't it? Wasn't it Spark, though? It was like Spark Harvest. I know what you mean, though. We're going to keep this. We did. It did not go as well as we had hoped. We went 2 and 3 on that one. Boo. Miss. Whiff. Nobody ever misses against me on Augur of Bolas. Maybe they're building their decks properly, but I doubt it. Free attack. Let's see if they block. I mean, I would, but no harm in it. Tolsimir and Domri will get to you soon, okay? Soon, I hope. Fortunately, we're looking at Grizzlying for this turn. We trading 1 for 1. I mean, damage, I mean. Like, we attack with both, and then they can attack back with Augur. That seems fine. We'll take the damage. There's some risk here with their mana up. But I also like continuing... It's good to take those free attacks just to set the expectation that you as a player are willing to do that, and then you'll often get spots where the presumed free attack is actually a sneaky way that you're going to get value. Well, Grizzly Whiff is actually pretty likely, right? Like we have, looking at 3, or look at the top card, and it's got to be a creature, so it's only like a less than 33% chance we're going to get it anyway. I never expect to hit with Grizzly. When I hit with Grizzly, I'm like, are you kidding me? What are we running into here? I'm gonna attack and see if that draws anything out. Is it a dumb attack? Am I flashing into something that's just gonna eat one of our dudes? I don't think so. That's Crushed Descent is what I'm worried about. I really don't want to lose to a Crushed Descent. When currently we're kind of doing stuff and they're not, so I'm going to be patient. We're going to pass. This adds. We really wanted that. Well, we spent 11 mana for a 2/3. I mean, we weren't doing anything else with that mana, though. That's the thing. I joke about the 11 mana for nothing, but we made... If we didn't have the Grizzly ability, I would have ended up, like, not spending the mana there. So... yeah, feels like 3 mana counter, so what do we do about that? Let's, we have 6 mana. We put out the Snare Spinner to bait, or we say Thundering Ceratok, go ahead, you have it, and you're not applying much pressure, and then we get to ensure that when we do have these, they land. I kind of like, since they don't really have attacks down there, let's see if this baits a No Escape. There was a pause, so let's keep that in mind. But they're trying to... see, it feels like they're trying to leave up stuff. Oh, Biter Blossom in the house. I like beating a Biter Blossom. Let's see if we can do it. But they're keeping up that pesky, pesky mana. Do we just have to give it to them? We can't sit here losing to the Dreadhorde invasion. We got to do something. So I think we've got to give them Ceratok. Yeah, but what do we... I mean, then what are we doing? We can play what 2? Oh, still pay 2, yes. But it's not that... This isn't the pay 2 counterspell we're talking about. No Escape is a hard counter. But we're going to give him No Escape. This is intentional, just because we have to shake some action here to beat a Dreadhorde invasion. Why don't you play... Oh, thanks, Yo. Battlefield View. I don't understand your question, Vaporkin. So I assume it's a troll. Oh, why don't I place it? Oh, we didn't want to play it because we knew that we were going to get countered. But then we kind of just had to accept that we were getting countered in an effort to resolve our future stuff. What we need now is any of our fixing so that we can get these online. Maybe I will put that plaza back. It feels like you never have too much fixing. And I don't want to spark harvest anything yet, so we're going to hold tight. Yeah. Again with the 3 mana, so again they have counter spells, because there's no reason... Well, I guess they're not going to fly into the snare spinner, so that's not necessarily true. They're playing black. I could leave a forest in case of Davriel. We're not really doing anything else with this huge amounts of mana. I think I'm going to sandbag land for now. And we'll save Spark Harvest for the army if it's going to untap and become lifelinky. Although they could actually amass 2 and make it lifelinky, which would be unfortunate, but I don't think their life total matters all that much to us. It's the board that's going to matter this game. And I'm taking that as well. Trying to find a better containment plan. I was holding that spinner. Yeah, all right. Let's see if they want to counter this. No. Then they can't counter this unless they have the weird counter. Maybe they do. Could be plating, indeed. But again, we can't just not cast our stuff. We gotta try. I think we can actually wait though. But maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't. Can't play around everything exactly. All right, we'll I can, though, play around the that counterspell if we just give up like an army token here, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, this is playing around Crush Descent, per Diablo's thoughts. But both No Escape and Crush Descent explain that pause and no action. Oh, No Escape doesn't, right? Because No Escape couldn't counter that at all. But they have Shriek Diver, so with an activation on board, there's really no info there.
You and your world shall perish.
It's looking likely.
Death. I am your inner demon.
Well, now they get Mowu, but we can't not cast our stuff, so take Mowu. Which is all good and fine if we can just make it to these in time to overcome these. Here, I think we actually go after Ob. See ya, Timnos.
You only fuel my hatred. Suffer the dreams of the damned.
Hey, look. Now, if they're out of counters, maybe we can do something. I don't know if they are, but maybe we can do something. I only want to use one green, though, for what that's worth. That. If we Domri for 3, then we have 1, 2, not quite enough for both. So let's make this. Or try. I guess we take out the army and then attack Ob.
Your victory is short-lived.
Miss! Hey, Ray! Finally someone whiffs on a stinking auger. Yeah, we want to keep fighting the army and make sure that this is turning into a win condition for us instead of them. If we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We played Domri, go down to 6, and we can still cast the giant, so great. We'll do that. Just making sure that math worked out.
Duels are for push knobs. Let's just fight.
Indeed, let's just fight. You wanted to start with a giant for counterspell concerns? I mean, I guess they could have ripped it, but we've pretty well established that they're out of them now. At least in major case. And yeah, we gotta fight the Strix so that it can't come at Domri.
No more getting pushed around.
Yeah, Conjurant will be very nice. And do we leave anything back here? I'm gonna leave back the spinner and attack with the 2/3 spinner and attack with everything else.
Alright. I'll just see myself out then.
Bold main deck choice. I would not main deck it in best of 1. But that's why it worked out for us. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Also looks fine. Reaver into Conjurant into Hulk seems like a nice sequence, if we can find one more land. Thank you, Cordy. Yeah, when I go and watch other large streams, I am reminded of what a spectacular chat and community I have, and I am very appreciative of that. I'm glad I did too. You get Chordy a lot? I saw Cordy. Are you a musician? Is your name about music, chords? Is that what that's referring to? Well, we just need our fourth and fifth land, really, to turn this hand into amazing. You just like music. That's cool. I'm that way. I'm no musician, but sure appreciate air vibrating in specific sequences in my ears. So it blows me away, though. Yeah, that's not gonna work out how you want, dude. But thank you. It's just crazy to me that if you vibrate the air in the right frequencies and the right sequence at my ears, it will make me sad. That doesn't make his... And I'm not even talking about lyrics. I'm talking about, like, you could play... Like, John Williams can make me cry by vibrating the air in my ears. Yeah, I was surprised we didn't get the shame scoop on top of the mulliganing that happened and everything. Well, we couldn't live the dream of the Hulk, but I still think we're in good shape in this one. All right, we found red, so we can Mowu, but Domri, fight, attack, win seems like the play, right?
You call it anarchy. For me, it's just business as usual. Oh, let the blighters feel the ground tremble.
Right. Oh yeah, it's just a regular doesn't grow anymore, or doesn't even loot. Yeah, that was a major. Heck, I practically want to run a one of those in our deck just to increase make our spirit better. Yeah, it's like this plus oh, we didn't draft one. That was the other game. Plus that blue. Although now that I'm here, maybe I do put this plaza back in, like, for that. I think I want to do that. Yeah, Oppo upgraded our dude. It was a 3/3 that was going to lose counters if it got hurt, and then it became a 4/4 that wasn't. Let's see. I don't know if we've got Jay in the chat yet. He said he's going to stop by. Jay, when you get here, give us a shout. Say hello. But I could use a refreshment break. Maybe I'll find another of my daughter's favorite songs. This has kind of been her music week. I can't figure out how to play that. Yeah, I can't play the one she wants, unless I downloaded it. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let me find... Oh, you know what she's really into? Like, she listens to this song, like, all the time. So, in fact, she was debating whether to make this the... I let her choose the starting song of the day, but then screwed it up because I couldn't play something from the web without making it echo, and so had to stop it. But this was her second choice. So this is she's obsessed with this movie, if you remember where this comes from, and obsessed with this song. So this is for you, Clara, and I'm going to take a quick bio break. It is true. It is well within the bailiwick of superhero fiction to solve stuff with nonsense. Yeah, we'll keep this. We got one of our wrangle triggers in the hand, too. Well, I've always said that, one of the reasons I am pretty forgiving, see, they always get it, of superhero movies is that fundamentally it's a genre that was created to entertain adolescent boys in the 30s, you know? And let me tell you, super tight plots and stuff that makes sense, just not quite the most important thing about that. Okay, now hold on. Anyway, it's very tough to bring that kind of storyline into an adult world. To bring that kind of nonsense into adult story writing. I'm thinking here, we're going to play the bully, but do we put it on the Wrangler? Yes, because then we can attack now, and we can still Courage and Crisis back onto Iron Bully if we decide that's necessary. One of the reasons to not do it is that we could Bully, get a counter, Ceratok, get a counter, and then Crisis the Ceratok and get them all, but that's too silly. We're just going to put the counter here and have a good attack this turn. You like Bully on itself. I like attacking here. We can Courage onto Bully later. And this with instant is nice. I don't see a reason to cast anything here. I think we just attack, see how it goes. Love for them to play something that we just want to snap pick off with this Death Sprout. I think that basically qualifies. I don't have two spells unless we want to go Snare Spin or Courage, and I'm not sure we want to do that. We just want to get the Ceratok out. Yeah, this deck got pretty good. It found the tools by the end. Right on, that was Jay Schneider pinging me saying that he's running my channel while playing around with Goldfish. So basically I gave him, I set up a Going Optimal account on MTG Goldfish and emailed him about that this morning and said, hey, if you want to, here's the log, here's the credentials, why don't you load us up some decks? So Jay is off prepping for our standard run that's going to happen after this. What's this? Bond of Passion. Apparently if you look at your opponent's Bond of Passion, they freak out and scoop. Cause and effect. I mean, you can't fight that. Wish this was happening on the free-to-play, but fun to rack up the wins here. Now I'm happy, you know, this is great. We're at 450 gems. We spent gold to get in. I like it. I have some tools in my Streamlabs OBS window that I use. And I also have some keyboard shortcuts. Can rat burgle you at any time.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rat burglar.
Yes, we play on a free-to-play account as our main account that we try to keep going with daily drafts for no money. But because of that, I don't like to double up on drafts on a given day from the free-to-play account. We just want to try and get one a day for no money. So I switched over to here for the second one. This looks great. We're gonna go New Horizons. Actually, Let's see what they do. I think we go New Horizons on Reaver to set up a nice Bloom Hulk on 4. All right, well, we are in the 4-0 bracket. We're going to see things like turn 3 Gideons, I'm sure.
I believe in you.
And that's... Oh, does that work? He becomes indestructible, right? All right, but we can just destroy the War Screecher and come at Gideon for 3 here. That's not the worst. We can also Grizzly and come at it for at least 2, which uses up... yeah, it doesn't use up our Death Sprout. I'm going to just do that. So we got our 3 anyway, we just get a Death Sprout and additional pressure, so it was a much better play than Death Sprouting the War Screecher.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Let's see what they add here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Vigilance No Attack is about other than that Oppo plays like me. I don't know. Gotta send them all at Gideon to ensure his demise, right? Well, no, if we go send these 2 at Gideon and there's no removal, I guess that works. And we can send... Oh, doing things like giving things vigilance and then not attacking. Maybe I've not done that specifically, but it's been a pretty punt-heavy day, so I'm just kind of riffing on that. I don't want to use Death Sprout on... But I'm also worried about their open mana and 5 cards. I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to go at Gideon with everything. I may be missing a point on opponent here, but... I feel like it's important to make sure he's dead. Why would you block... I wouldn't block Screecher at all, unless they do something here. Like, there's no need to block a creature that's just contributing to the utter annihilation of a Planeswalker. You just let that go. But if they manage to somehow prevent all this... Okay, or they're trying to do this. But yeah, now at this point, we'll take the 2-for-1. Although, you know, it's not even that important a creature, but whatever. I like the 2-for-1. Too much to pass up. Might not be necessary to have that. Oh, we have a forest though, so we'll get the mountain. They did adjust the picks. I haven't really noticed much, honestly.
I am not quite indestructible.
I mean, here I am in black-green again. I was off black... I was playing less black-green at first, but it's really hard to make conclusions about how the bots have changed based on my anecdotal short-term 1-week experience, you know? Yeah, 3-for-1. We gotta land out of it. Although that's would have been nice to have. It would have been nice to keep it for that, I suppose. But we still have good attacks with these 2. Make them do a force block there. And we have the threat that we might have something. Although, not attacking with a snare spinner kind of gives away that the Reaver is a bluff attack. And with Grizzly, we'll go ahead and play our land so that we can get multiple activations and etc. No need to activate now. We don't have any 1-drops. Oppo is like, good enough for me. All right. Oppos have been scooping early a lot in this format, I think. No, I think we're in silver. In this, we are on silver in both accounts. We had bronze constructed on free to play, but both accounts are on silver. All right. Yeah, rank decay would be brutal if I gave a damn about rank. I mean, I'm here in bronze and silver, and I'm not bad. There's a higher density of bad bronze and silver players, for sure. That's the point of a ranking system. But it's... I mean, I don't know what I do with that information other than be happy that I'm likely to get more wins, or it might change some lines. If you've identified an opponent as being a worse player, it definitely changes when and how you bluff, for example. But... And so I put this plaza back in, and we see the cost of it, right? Like, we have to find a way to slot in this plaza when we're trying to curve out here. Right, and that's what I was going to get to, Rocky, who says, but we're also 10 days into the season. Other players are probably higher if they were playing ranked ahead of war being available. And my point was going to be that I'm sure there are plenty of people like us who don't care too much about rank and have been happily focusing on the new set without care about rank. Finding another basic gives us some more flexibility about when to deploy the plaza, which I like. Now we can deploy plaza on 4 with a spinner, for example. If we wanted to... we got New Horizons on 3, plaza on 4. That all seems good. Shriek Diver. You got a snare spinner that's going to cause that thing some troubles. And here, though, we're going to New Horizons the Reaver, I think. This is what we did last time. We could also... We could snare spinner now and New Horizons the spinner, but I don't think we need that. I'm going to ramp. Let's ramp. We can get a Thundering Ceratok next turn with this play. And I'm going to say no attacks. We have a decent attack here with the Reaver, but they could double block if they wanted, and we're going to proliferate. I want to make sure that we get this proliferate value. Yeah, it doesn't take long to get out of bronze, but it takes a long time to get up to the top. Okay, we have 5 mana available. We can do the Ceratok play. Oh, dummy Ryan. I really should have stopped to consider the Plaza play, because we did have Courage and Crisis plus Plaza if we wanted it, but I don't even think we would have wanted that, so it's okay. Probably just Ceratok, and then we eventually Courage and Crisis that. Most ranking systems, ELO especially, for example, ELO in games that aren't 100% skill. ELO in chess is kind of a different story, but elo in games with variance, high variance, tends to just be a reflection of how well you've played recently relative to your, you know, there's some central rank that goodness that you are, and elo just tends to kind of bounce you around how good you actually are. So it's not like it says nothing, it's just that it doesn't say anything super accurately because it's so impacted by recent results, and it's like, you go on a bad run and your elo is down or your rank is down or whatever, but you know it doesn't mean anything. That's why, like, you know, there's people who are like, well, you're only gold, or you're only gold, like you're supposed to be good or whatever. It's like, well, I have a spreadsheet that shows you exactly how good I am, and you don't have to try to interpret what this given rank means or whatever, you know? So I'm just much more inclined to track my own and be honest with myself about where I'm at with my game and how I'm doing. Right. Designed to increase competition and motivate players to play. We want you to see rank and go, I want that number to be bigger. So now what are we doing on this turn? The air is starting to get pretty gummed up here. Maybe we want to put the Courage and Crisis actually on the Snare Spinner, since this is attacking fine anyway. I actually kind of like that. And Courage and Crisis on Snare Spinner takes 5, so we can't do Plaza. So I'm going to do Swamp. But we're going to do this, and then Courage and Crisis before combat, so that our... this can become an attacker, at least. Oh, do it right, Ryan. Do it right. We're offering Reaver for a Silverwing. I'm cool with that. If they want to take the Reaver out here, they can have it. We have good follows. And a better board. That cost us like 3/4 of a card between half of a Reaver and part of the value of a Courage. Any guess how much higher would your win rate be if you didn't have to divert some brain RAM to streaming? Hard to say. I could look up my pre-WotC Magic Online spreadsheet for tracking drafts had me at about somewhere between 63 and 65% win rate. I can't remember though. So could be that I've gotten worse, could be, but anyway, I think it's maybe a couple percentage points. I don't see what that's an and from. Oh, part of New Horizons. Yes, sorry. My calculus on what kind of for one that was. And that happens a lot in this format. There's so many partial credits around here, you know? Yeah, I think the streaming has helped me, has gotten me better, if anything. Let's go Gateway Plaza here and get this clock off our back. And then I think we leave Death Sprout, and we have Death Sprout in the context of double blocks coming up. That seems pretty good. Still can't attack. Well, actually we can. No, we can't because this just eats it. I'm going to send... No, I'm going to just send the Ceratok. Just send the Ceratok, and if they set up a double block... let me see. I'll go... Jay is I'm saying out. I'm talking to Jay now. I will go and check to see if the deck is visible to me. Where is it supposed to be? Count. I don't know, Jay. Let's see. What's going on? They're just taking this? Just trying to decide if we actually want the Nurture and leave Death Sprout shields down. Yeah, I think I'm going to play the Nurture. I don't see anything I want to kill out there. It's possible they make us discard this, and that makes me sad, but I'm okay with that play. Yeah, the average person's draft win rate is definitely 50%. That's kind of the definition of being an average drafter, that your win rate is 50%. Decks, tools. Oh, here we go. It's under tools, my decks. I see good guys, Sly there, Jay. So it looks like it's working. Its visibility is private, though, Jay. You want to set those to public so viewers can check them out, too. Well, that's a little worse for us. They took away our best creature, and we ripped a land. So we're waiting for a little bit here. They haven't shown anything amazing here, and we're in the 5-0 bracket. I'm waiting for Lily to drop, basically. I mean, that's kind of what this... Although we're here with 5-0 without really too many amazing things to drop. I mean, we got Domri. We just got good synergy and Tulsimir and Domri, but those haven't been that much of an issue. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play the land, and... we're going to no attacks and see if we can find our good stuff before they do. Yeah. Could keep the land in case of discard, but we also... Unless is our... We have a... Huh. Yeah, alright. We do have a Grizzly, so that's one reason to keep the land flowing. And a Vivian, yeah. We have a Vivian. We just haven't seen her yet this entire run, so I forgot about her. Yeah, I don't see anything I want to sprout yet. Especially knowing that we're just going to keep drawing land. We can keep this one. It doesn't really matter, though, now, because we have Death Sprout up, and if they attempt to... oh yeah, we can kill the Reaper. That's true. Kill the Reaper while they're tapped out. I'm just assuming that we're going to be facing something much better soon. But that's a good point. Reaper starts to get very good for them on this board. I forgot that it gained life. Still need to read cards or I'm going to totally wreck myself. Not Lily, but there you go. I knew we were going to face some bombs here soon.
Embrace the bloodlust.
Pretty weak Bloom Hulk here. We could have Death Sprouted the Pride Mate, but I liked the play of Death Sprouting the Reaper. The Reaper gets more value than the Pride Mate if you split up that combo. So what's Soren going to do to us now? Minus +2, 1 damage to creature planeswalker. Or player planeswalker. All right.
Time.
Brutal.
For a drink.
Okay, if we make a bully 5/7, what happens? They have to put... They could put like Pride Mate, Reaper, and yeah, No attacks? I didn't really have good attacks. What were our attacks that were good there? I didn't see any. I'm barely seeing any here. Like, we're just like deciding how much we want to trade off trying to get after Sorin. Let's see. Minus X, convert a mana cost. I'm just curious what they can do. So nothing in here yet. Oh, no up. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, yeah, it didn't feel like I had attacks. We were on the same page. Knew we were going to use a timeout there. Let's cast the bully, figure out where the counter goes. It probably should go on not this snare spinner, so let's put it on the Bloom Hulk. Just make something extra big. But what are their attacks that you like? I mean, everything's got lifelink, but we have good blocks. It doesn't matter if they're at 27 life if we wreck their board. But that's a pretty big game right there. Oh, wait.
I require your body, not your soul.
Oppo comboing off here. This doesn't have Death Touch though, right? So we should still block. Unless they're doing finisher? What if there's a finisher here? This feels like a finisher move. I'm just going to say no block. Although, at some point, what are you doing with your snare spinner if not blocking flyers? But maybe we'll get something in our hand to give us some responses to that play. Yeah, we can still cast everything, so I'll just let it auto-tap here. Cool, Jay. Yeah, just what we needed. More land. We do have some ability to trade on the ground, at least for that Pride Mate now, but we just still don't have any good attacks. I think we're kind of waiting to die. What's our plan? How do we win this one? Domri fights a bunch of stuff. Like, we get Domri. We do have that Spark Harvest. We'd like a Spark Harvest for the Pride Mate, maybe, or for the Sorin. That's true. We got big game for Finale. And we even have 2 spells for it. Except it's not the wrong, it's the wrong deck. This is the tightest black-white deck I've seen, I think. Haven't seen a ton of successful black-white. No, we took Storm out.
You belong to me now.
Yeah, we're gonna lose our spinner, but I don't know what to do here besides start blocking. Well, the Spark Reaper Pride Mate Sorin combo is particularly brutal. Here comes the finisher. Yeah. No, fought fools, but I'm also not one who's necessarily found... I mean, I think White's been... Fine. Maybe it is the worst color, but it's not like unplayable. You can give something vigilance and reach. Well, definitely playing her anyway.
Let's see if you're worthy.
I think we should go look for stuff. I've never played Vivian's. Yeah, let's minus. We need to find action.
You can still walk away.
Ooh. So we can only cast it if it's a creature, though, so we gotta take the Leyline Prowler, right? Yeah, so we gotta take the Prowler. It's not, though. Face down. Yeah, we'll see if they do. We diverted them, and they may fear this Leyline Prowler.
Can heal.
Turns out they don't have to, but they might. We could have plussed it if we wanted to leave it around for a turn, but I don't know. Do what you gotta. Alright, well. Prowler will try and get this Pride Mate. Dead Malkin. Oh. Oppo has it all. Good looking deck over there from Oppo. 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, we start chumping. I think we're just dead, but I'm gonna go down. No, we can't even do that. We don't even, because it gets to be 13 in response to the Reaper, so I guess we chump with the Bully. I've seen Pride Mate many times, and this is the first time I've ever seen it with a counter.
Not bad.
Many means this is probably the 4th time I've seen Pride Mate. So maybe that's not many small data points, but Pride Mate has not been very good, but it's been good here in general. But and also we just have different data points. Like, I'm not saying my conclusion is better than yours, just giving you my data points. I think I'm gonna stop wasting our time with this game. Maybe a slightly early scoop, but we got Jay waiting in the wings, and this event is almost over, so I want to play till this event ends. Stop chatting at me, Jay. Start chatting in chat. Jay says no rush. Maybe he doesn't have a Twitch account yet. Make a Twitch account, Jay. Ah, Giborg. That must be Jay. No Domri yet, but we have Bully into Hulk, so let's keep that. Double no splash. think we'll go Grizzly into Hulk. Well, Hulk doesn't do anything. Maybe go Grizzly into Iron Bully, actually. Oh, you are so late, Wrangler. Frustrating. I'm gonna go Grizzly here, though. All right, well, we've got this 4 and this 4 and this Wrangler. How patient are we? Because we could just start the Thunder. Also, they have mana up, though, so we may get countered here, which is a reason to maybe consider the Wrangler. No thoughts yet about best of one. Just usual sideboard cards aren't main deckable, that kind of thing, but still seen some anyway. Trying to figure out Wrangler, Bully, or Hulk. I'm gonna go... Yeah, Wrangler plays around a counter I'm not too worried about, but it also plays around... I mean, it offers up our worst... Yeah, no escape. Offering something up for no escape there seemed like we should offer the weakest card anyway, which we did. I'm gonna attack.
If you wish to keep an open mind.
Nice. Probably dead Grizzly. Now, nothing to pump. You know, we don't get our pump anymore anyway, so we just play our biggest. I ran 1 in the one we did in the first game, but I cut it down from 2. So it is...
Just the trick for this.
It's not great, but often the spells deck is producing a lot of Amass 1, in which case On-Crop Invader has some decent threat of activation. And again, we're facing oppos that are just finding everything they need for us. Narset can bite me. We have a super reliable splash that has been very unreliable in our losses. We could make a Bully into Bloom Hulk. That probably makes the most sense. Take some damage here and get a counter out before we Bloom Hulk. It's not putting power on board in a particularly correct order or whatever, but we are looking to set up the best long game we can here, not worry about whether we're getting the most power onto the board this turn or not. Is there a mod command? Can I make somebody a mod through using English letters in chat? Does anybody know that? I've been having a bully of a time actually just modding the people I want to mod in the moment. We can take a look at the mana base coming up here. At least we have a 2-spell turn here. Sad Bloom Hulk, only submitted for 1. This is the card we got 0 of in our blue-red spells deck. That's one of the things that made me really not like it at all, or, you know, that made me pretty down on it, is that we had no red removal. Hulk for Manticore here. Yeah, I think we got a Hulk for Manticore try. And if they can bounce the Hulk, we'll scoop and go to the next game. I blocked with both in case they could do something like kill the double block. Okay, this buys us some space, some time, some reality, some continuum. Do we even need to? Yeah, we got to take out this turret ogre, I suppose. Nice splash. Wow, they did have Crush Descent. Wow. Crushing my descent. Got to go to... That first strike just takes out... Yeah, I'm just going to do this and go to 2. Yeah, I'm feeling a little... dead. I don't know why that happened. I'm never supposed to lose. Yet, sometimes we do. I don't get it. If I'm better than everybody, I should never lose. Alright, looks good. See if I can get some reimbursement. New Horizons or Vivian. Let's see, what is... I mean, we could do that and attack with the Snare Spinner. Go +1 on Viv. And then get some good defenses around her after that. I kind of like that. She's not under... Well, they could remove the Snare Spinner, and that could be problematic, but they're on green-white. I'm going to go Vivian.
More reliable than humans. There is wonder in a blade of grass.
Stacking reach. This is the second time we have resolved her. She failed to bail us out of a tough situation the first time, but I think here, well guarded on turn 3, seems like she's going to be pretty good. I remember that I can flash in creatures. Next turn we can go New Horizons, making our Snare Spinner bigger and setting up another Snare Spinner on Flash. Or Iron Bully, looks like. Let's see. Definitely want to get this Horizons down, though. If we're plussing Vivian again, that's one thing, but maybe we can minus Vivian even. Go to 3 and add something for the nurturer. Let's take a look.
Have you ever lost a home?
All right. Well, this is sick cards to have to bottom, but we'll take Tolsimir. And go New Horizons, flash in Snare Spinner. Hold on a second. Had to agree to a purchase for my daughter via Amazon. Karn's Bastion. I haven't even seen this one. Proliferate Land. Okay, that's cool. Might have Tolsimir punch Mowu here. Or Tolsimir's wolf. Wolf fight. Hound fight. Maybe we don't need to. We'll see. Yeah, we just want Mowu dead and the proliferates there. Ooh, band together. Maybe even better for this problem. We'll save Tolsimir and... One, two, that's 5. We don't get any other castings. Maybe I'll just look with Vivian again. I don't think we're gonna get... Yeah, she's gonna be fine. Let's do this.
For the fallen.
Darn it, you were what I wanted to shuffle my library so that we could, Anyway, we'll take a land out of the deck. And Tolsimir. Or band together. I'm going to Tolsimir. Oh, right, I could have flashed it. I forgot. It does get him while they're tapped out, at least. We really don't want Mowu to live. Says Mowu living. Totally forgot about that. Wow. Alright, well, we'll band together next turn anyway, and we're gonna have to, maybe offer Tolsimir and Snare Spinner if they come at Vivian with Mowu. We'll see how they want to play this turn, but that was bad. That was real bad. Real bad. That was not a punt. It was just bad that the opponent did that. I'm sorry, not flashing that in was not a punt. If they had other stuff, I mean, yeah. Normally, I don't really care. You can call it whatever you want a punt, but I don't think that was a punt. And now we have to, like, pile on. It's really just... I'm happy that we're only suffering a 2-for-1 in this scenario. But we might even... It might even be more. They still have 2 mana available, so this could be super blowout. But we gotta try. Oh, except I only have 6. Pfft. Now you can punt that. 6 is not 7. Still, I think we're just in trouble with Mowu, but that was a definite punt. Here, I'll pile on that. I just didn't do the math. Good work, Ryan. Good work. That was super clever. Now we're just total toast. We're not total toast though, because we do have Spark. We can destroy this with Spark Harvest somewhere in the deck, but we should do this. Not that it's going to matter.
All things begin and end.
That's right. This has got to end soon anyway. And I again bullied without needing to, I suppose. The flash, these static abilities, especially, like, this is the second time I've resolved Vivian ever, so I'm continuing to forget those static Planeswalker abilities. A truckload of value. She's generated some value. Now she's got to go. Bye, lady. And we need
I've seen worse.
Spark Harvest off the top to continue to have a chance here. We can also band together or something if we wanted to take out Strix. Let's see what they find before we bother with that thought. That's not going to get it done for us. We're at 23, though, so we even have a couple more draws, so now we're at 26. We can survive some Mowu beats in search of an answer. Still not a scoop 'em up spot. Still not scoop 'em up. You take this Mowu out, and then what, right? Like, so we're a Spark Harvest away from stabilizing. But we're gonna take the full brunt here, and really we need it now. Like, come on, deck. Come on, deck. Yes, we do also have a but we have a Death Sprout, and but the Death Sprout's on the bottom. Like, there's some number of cards that we have that are just on the bottom of our library. I think they didn't get... Yeah, so we don't have Death Sprout or Domri as outs, but we do have the Death Toucher, so there's that as well. Yikes. Was that just a mistaken no attack on Mowu? I believe I'm liking that gift from Oppo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can make an 8/8. Oh, it had vigilance. It. Right. Sorry. So we went down. Oh, okay, this is the turn. Sorry, I was just a turn behind. Yep. All right. Well, I think we make an 8/8. Or maybe a 7 mana. And leave up the Conjurer. Or Centaur Nurturer, rather. Yeah, I think we do that. Now this is actually enough to trade with Mowu, assuming nothing else happens. Like that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're down below. Probably have to... Well, we'll see how they attack. Like... Yeah, I still think we're on the go to 2 plan here. Excuse me. That is not one of them. Not one of our outs. Mowu goes to 15, and we still don't 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have to like band together to possibly kill it. And now I think we're just dead. Get your brain ready, Jay. We're almost done here. Wow, we 5-0'd into 5-3. Is that right? Rough. That's exactly what happened to me in my off-stream draft yesterday. In best of 3, I won 4 straight games and then lost 4 straight games. And here we won 5 and then lost 3. Rough.